Welcome back to the Fate of Drakkenheim. This is the Dungeon Dudes Dungeons & Dragons 5th edition actual play campaign. I'm Monty Martin, the Game Master.
And I'm Kelly McLaughlin, playing Jeremiah Dandyfiddle, the human rope manufacturer. And we're joined today by our good friends.
Childenitis playing Laurel Green, the oil maker.
And Joe Gorman playing Old Man Grimsby.
Thank you for joining us once again. If you're just tuning in for the first time, welcome. We are the Dungeon Dudes. Kelly and I create all sorts of new content here on YouTube, from guides for players and dungeon masters to all this fun actual play stuff. So if you haven't already, please be sure to subscribe and for the latest videos that we post on the channel.
And you can join us on Tuesday evenings when we broadcast the campaign on YouTube premieres. We are making the switch from Twitch to premieres. So if you're joining us there, you can check out the show live as a premiere or watch it immediately after on our YouTube channel.
And we got some big news coming up for us because in just a couple weeks, Monsters of Drakkenheim is launching on Kickstarter featuring Pluto Jackson's Monster Slaying Guide. This is going to be our third Kickstarter project, written by Kelly and myself, with contributions from the entire Dungeon Dudes team, and some colorful commentary by Pluto Jackson. We're going to have over 150 new monsters, as well as reimaginings of some popular monsters from the show, and with all their stat blocks, rules, lore, all that good stuff. And if we do well with Kickstarter, we hit a bunch of stretch goals. Hopefully we can add even more monsters, NPCs, cool stuff to the book. We're going to make a bunch of really cool miniatures, lots of accessories, and we're going to have all the options, whether you're playing in person or virtually, so that you got all the accessories that you need for playing together at the table or playing virtually online. So be sure to check out the links down below where you can get notified when the Kickstarter campaign goes live and get on a very, very special link to get into a VIP behind the scenes preview of the Kickstarter as we build up to the launch. With that, let us return to Drakkenheim.
Drakkenheim is no more. The devastation which fell upon that accursed place left a kingdom in ruin. Now, horrors lurking in the haze grow ever more great and terrible, while simmering tensions between rival factions boil over into outright war. The power of monarchs, mages, and priests hangs in the balance. 6 unlikely heroes join forces to confront the coming chaos. They shall decide once and for all the fate of Drakkenheim.
When last we left our heroes, Veo, Sebastian, and Pluto had assumed false identities as they traveled to the holy city of Lumen, the capital of Illyria and the heart of the religion of the Sacred Flame. In this great city of hundreds of thousands of people, all collected amongst the faith of the Sacred Flame, and built around the great cathedral of St. Tarna, our heroes have been spreading the rumor of their presence in this city in a wild scheme to draw the attention of their foes by being as threatening as possible. So let me recap this to make sure that I fully understand what you intend to do.
Sure.
Oh, we know that, but...
The point... So you're trying to go to Lumen.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
We did go to Lumen.
You did go to Lumen.
Yep.
And your goal here is to just make everyone angry at you?
Oh, not at us.
Oh, that's a simplification.
Yeah, it's much more
We
nuanced
were sent by the Queen of Thieves to steal the crown. But we were sent by the Directorate to steal the crown. Both the Queen of Thieves and the Directorate are after the crown. Why? because the edicts of Lumen are stopping the Queen of Thieves from sitting on the throne of Drakkenheim, because the edicts of Lumen are stopping the Directorate from achieving their ultimate goals.
Okay, so thus far, the three of you have assumed your false identities, and you each traveled to a different tavern or establishment in the city of Lumen to spread your rumors around. With Veo heading to the Lamplighters Tavern, place popular with the Lamplighters Guild, those responsible for keeping the lights of Lumen lit. For, as you know, in the city of Lumen, it is persistently illuminated at all times. There are great lampposts, bonfires, and braziers set everywhere in the streets, and every building, every attic, every basement, every nook and cranny of every home is either open, has an open window to allow light to flow in, or skylights of some kind, or lanterns and lamps everywhere. And so even at nighttime, it is hard to tell that it is nighttime in the city of Lumen, so bright are the lights of the city. As you travel around the city itself, in the twisting stone city streets that weave between the buildings and the countless cathedrals, it feels like every city block there is just another chapel or cathedral or holy building. And in fact, many of the neighborhoods of the city are known by the chapel that is in that area to which saint they are. And from almost anywhere in the city is visible the Cathedral of Saint Tarna, but also towards the southwestern side of the city is what used to be the castle of Lumen that the former royal family dwelt in, but it is now known as the Fortress Monastery of Saint Lysander, and it is there that the Silver Order has, and the military forces of Illyria have one of their headquarters. Although the actual Fortress Monastery of the Silver Order proper is in another city, this is one of their other major outposts. You can see the high tower from which they have essentially a great tower that has several roosts off of it where Silver Order Griffin riders take off and land again. And so there is, as you look up Veo, you can actually see that there are several flights of Silver Order Griffin riders flying in the air above, and you can't help but feel like they might be watching you, or like just there'll be certain moments where you have, again, with your very high passive perception as well and your own sense, you feel that feeling like something is going to swoop down on you from up above. And sure enough, looking up, you see the circling Griffin riders above.
Oh, the city is too bright. I can't hide anywhere here. Oh.
Now, you have finished up at the Lamplighters Tavern. What are you going to do next?
That's a good question. We didn't really figure out where we were meeting after.
We did not come up with our...
The plan is there's no plan. We're going to figure it out.
Yeah.
We always do.
Yeah.
I'm not worried.
I guess I'm, might go see if there's another tavern. I know there was a list of them that I might also go stir up some stuff. Because initially, I guess at Light Lanterns, I kind of gave it, there's some people here that I didn't say names. So, whoops. Yeah. So
Okay.
maybe go to like Ashen Cinders or something.
And Paluto, what about you? Where are you going to head next?
After causing some commotion at the Pilgrim's Rest Inn, I will also continue our journey. Where are you gonna go, Vale?
Ashen Cinders.
I'll go
But
to
you don't know that.
Do we want to say, for a little bit of DM mercy, did you all establish what you might do after your next meetups?
Actually, part of the plan
Was not to? Okay.
was not to.
So now I'm gonna wander around looking for what does your character look like again?
Good question.
What was Beo's disguise?
Laurel green. It just says disguise with semen.
So Old Man Grimsby is gonna start wandering the streets, and I'm kind of revamping my voice to be the old prospector.
Okay.
How there?
Okay.
I'm looking for Laurel. Laurel, my companion. We're from the east. We're looking for Pluto Jackson's here.
Alrighty.
And that's me. That's me now.
I'll have all of you roll me a d6.
And I do not notice the Griffin Riders. 4.
1.
Okay.
Where am I? I don't know.
You got the worst tavern of all.
I had the most prep notes and the worst tavern.
Okay.
Society of the Pet.
Veo and Pluto, you spend the next little bit of time traveling to several of the other taverns, such as the Ashen Cinders and the Cherished Cask. And in that time, you eventually run into one another.
Laurel.
But you probably don't realize it right away.
And
So I heard there are these figures around. Just so you know, old man.
I'm Old Man Grimsby.
having run into one another, and visited the Ashen Cinders, the Cherished Cask, and the Flowing Robes Hotel, neither of you have run into Sebastian.
Wasn't he supposed to meet us?
It's super bright here. We should be able to find him.
Yeah.
He cannot hide.
I need some sunglasses or something, or
Yeah.
some
You're
shade.
squinting. You've
I'm
got
like,
the really.
You do know that you all know the first tavern that you each were to visit. So Sebastian was bound for the Tipsy Flamekeeper.
So we can probably head there.
yeah.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Okay. Just in case. I mean, I've had the chance to go to a few. I would assume he.
It could be on fire right now. Like, there's a very high chance that the whole place is just on fire.
Yeah.
He has this thing with paladins.
Let's go.
Yeah, we should go check it out.
All right. Stepping back to Sebastian Crow. Sebastian, you are in the Tipsy Flamekeeper. It is a rather dingy tavern, where the glass around the lanterns is particularly thick and sooty. And so while the entire establishment is just as illuminated as anywhere else in Lumen, it is much more of a dim and dark. It's like a dim and darker light, one that allows the smallest element of flickering shadows to dance across the walls. The patrons of the Tipsy Flamekeeper all brandish weapons somewhere on their person quite openly. And you sit at the corner with a gentleman who's introduced himself as Alistair Saturday. The man that you were speaking with has pallid features and has pallid flesh and sharpened features, slightly pointed ears and a long pointed nose, but a clean shaven face and jet black hair. As he leans back in his chair, you can see the brace of antique pistols that he wears at his sides, and the bandolier of ammunition and smoke powder and that he has at his disposal. The pistols each themselves having long bayonets attached to them as well. So it's a pair of pistols, both which have these extended, almost stake-like bayonets. And he finishes what he said to you that before, just reiterating, I can tell. Look about you. You're nocturnal, aren't you?
You are mistaken. My name is Jeremiah Dandyfiddle, and I am here to report an incident.
All right, Mr. Dandy Fiddle, I'll indulge a little story. Tell me your little song and dance. Where are you from?
I'm from the Eastern Vale. I came here with my 2 comrades. I am a rope manufacturer from the Eastern Vale, the second most popular rope manufacturer in the continent. And we came seeking the light. But then we got here and there's something amiss. Sebastian Crow, Pluto Jackson, and Veo Senya are here, causing mischief. I think they're here on behalf of the Directorate to cause some issues.
That's quite the story for a little moth to be telling. Sounds
I
like
like
one
moths.
getting all up in dark places where they don't belong. Nonetheless, might be a particularly nice snack for a nightwing like me. And he smiles very slightly. Give me a perception check.
20.
It's in the smile that you see the sharp fangs and the redness in the man's eyes.
Do I recognize this as vampirism?
Those are your conclusions to draw, but you can give me an Arcana or Religion check.
Are vampires as popularized in Drakkenheim as they are in our society?
Yeah.
24. Arcana.
Judging by this man, he is almost certainly a vampire. And as you look around the rest of the tavern, they all might be vampires here.
I drop the act. Okay, what do you want, Saturday?
Well, I just figured as a fellow creature of the night that you might be interested in more, shall we say, befitting accommodations than this fine city might display on the outside.
Okay, first of all, Mr. Saturday, what is a group of vampires doing in Lumen? This seems like a very dangerous place to be deciding to make a living. You could go anywhere less lit up and surrounded by literally an army of people whose sole job is to murder people like you.
What is it that the moths say? The brightest lights cast the longest shadows. Well, I think you'll find that in this blazing capital of the sacred flame, the darkness can run deeper than anywhere else in the world.
Mr. Saturday, we might be able to help each other out.
I like the sound of that. I like the sound of that. How can I be of service to the most esteemed Sebastian Crow?
Well, it just so happens that I am here in Lumen to make an impact, should we say.
Make an impact.
I want people to notice that we're here.
Interesting. It's normally my business to help individuals like yourself evade notice. As you very astutely asked earlier, there's a lot of threats here on the surface, but a lot of safe places to hide deep down. But if you're looking to spread the word that you're here, cause some trouble, I could certainly make the arrangements for that.
Actually, I might have a proposition for you, Mr. Saturday.
I'm listening.
When was the last time the lights in Lumen went out? And what would it take to put as many of them out as possible? And how many vampires do you have?
Now, why would you want to go and do a thing like that?
Because that's going to cause a lot of mischief on the surface. A lot of attention is going to be drawn here. And if the lights in Lumen go out, and folks such as yourself pour onto the streets, and whatever creatures are hiding down below emerge from the shadows, Silver Order's going to need to be here right quick.
Sounds like you're fixing to make a bit of a feast then, eh?
This is where it gets complicated. What I'm proposing is going to be dangerous, and I know that no matter what, there's going to be lives at risk. I'd rather avoid killing as many innocent people as possible, but what I do want... I want everybody in Illyria, Westmar, Caspia, all over the continent to know that something's going on in Lumen, and that it's where everybody's attention needs to be.
I'll tell you. If you're fixing to put out all the lights in Lumen, that might be a bit of a tall order. But there are places where the darkness can spread a little faster and easier than others. I know of one such place. It's normally a sanctuary for my kind, but it might be somewhere where you can begin your little project. The Chapel of St. Bartholomew.
Okay. And,
The crypts there are a friendly place for the likes of us.
okay.
And if you're looking to see just how deep the shadows go, you might want to start your search there.
It might be worthwhile for me and my friends to dig a little deeper in Lumen and see what trouble we can stir up from down below. Now, I know that we have an understanding, Mr. Saturday. If you know me, then you know my reputation and you know what I'm capable of, and you likely know that there's not much use trying to fight me. Now, as for my two comrades that I'm here with, if I'm going to need safe passage for them. They're a little bit more full of blood than I am.
Understood. We've all got our attachments to the living. You're going to want to find Old Man Knight.
Old Man Knight, quite the name. Where would I find Old Man Knight?
Take the Chapel of St. Bartholomew, head through the passages towards the Cathedral of St. Tarna. You'll find him before too long.
All right, thank you. I won't lie, I thought you were going to try to kill me, but we all know that would have gone poorly for you, so I'm glad you've chosen to be on our side.
I know a fight I can win and a fight I can't. But watch out for the fools that don't. And no sooner does he say this than the doors to the tavern burst open, and 4 figures enter the building. The first is a plate-armored clad man, wearing a tabard with a coat of arms that is not the colors of the Silver Order or any Caspian house, but perhaps the colors of some minor Illyrian noble home. Beside him is a woman clad in leathers and carrying a massive bow, almost set like a ballista, a bandolier of stakes across her chest. With them is a lanky man with muscles like ripcords that and braided hair that just has bandages wrapped around his hands. And then a golden-scaled dragonborn carrying a wood-carved staff. As the 4 of them enter into the tavern, many of the patrons stand. And as they stand, they disintegrate into mist and go through the floorboards.
Oh my, that was quite strange. I was just here having a conversation and what happened?
And Alistair Saturday says, No sooner do you say that Alistair Saturday says, "Looks like you found your first set of fools. Good luck, Sebastian Crow." As he too turns into a mist and seeps down through the floorboards, leaving you alone with the 4 figures.
I burst out of my seat and I'm like, and I look to the 4 who just came in and I go, did they all just die?
The first of the figures, the woman draws back her bow, turns to the others, and says, "He's going to try to talk his way out of this. I'll shut him up." Roll for initiative.
What? They don't even know me.
18.
19.
Okay.
Literally just a guy walked in off the streets and they're gonna murder me.
Oh, they're gonna hate that it's you and not actually just some random guy.
Yeah.
Sebastian?
I got an 18.
Okay.
Sebastian can go first.
Thank you.
Okay.
Look, they hunt vampires. I'm sure they can't do stuff like radiant damage, which you're now vulnerable to. I'm sure you can go like, look, I might be undead, but and
not
they'll
a
listen.
vampire. I don't drink people's blood. I just eat their souls, okay?
It's totally different. I actually kind of clean up the mess. Like, they drink all the blood and then I eat the soul. So it's like, you're welcome. As Kelly said, frantically looking for his spell list. Can you not? You can't do mist? I thought you were a lich. You can't just turn into mist?
You're not even here, Pluto. Get out of my head. I had to deal with
Why
something.
can't you just mist into the floorboards?
There
like all
is
the
an
other
adventuring
people?
party hunting me, okay?
Okay. As the three of them, as the three characters, as the 4 characters step back, the first thing that happens is the woman with the bow draws her bow back, and as she does so, she whispers and casts Hunter's Mark on you.
I feel it. What did you... Don't cast a spell at me.
And and you can feel that with the gear and the equipment that like the way that she holds her gaze, something about her senses are able to penetrate your illusory disguise.
I drop the disguise. I go into full-on black eyes, evil hand.
And with that, she knocks 3 arrows into her bow and shoots all 3 of them at you simultaneously.
And I say, try me.
That drops our disguise too, though.
No, seeming's not a concentration.
Oh, no? But
We're still Old Man Grimsby and...
I'm just...
But you can choose to do 1 instead of all 3?
Okay.
Oh, okay.
Getting a critical hit, 22 and a 23 to hit.
I'm gonna cast shield and block 2 of them.
Okay, so as the arrows crash into you, Sebastian, they kind of fan out, crashing into your body, and you take a total. She is sharpshooting, so you take a total of 60 points of damage.
Just from the 1?
No, that's from the 3 arrows.
I blocked 2 of them.
You block 2?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm sorry. Then the critical hit is 30, and the other 2 don't go through.
Oh!
Cool.
Yep.
So, I put my shield up and block 2 of them, but the first one makes it through and hits me, like, just in the shoulder.
Then, with Wisteria's turnover, Rohan, the monk, runs right up towards you, Sebastian. And as he does so, it's almost like he is moving through the light in the room, as if he is some sort of inverted shadow monk. Oh no! And he is going to flurry of blows you. Where's your AC?
I'm at 26.
Okay. So fortunately, none of his attacks hit. He was going to try to stunning strike on all of them, but none of them get through.
I'm just holding up my
26.
hand, and there's like a shimmering force around me, and I'm just standing there calmly with an arrow in my...
Sebastian, it is your turn.
I pull the arrow out, and I hold out my staff, and I'm going to cast Wall of Force as a dome around those three.
As you pull your staff out, the Dragonborn casts Counterspell and ends the Wall of Force.
That's a 5th level spell. Did he up?
Anything else?
That was from your staff, though, right? That was just charges?
Yeah.
Okay.
But now, okay, grumbling. Sebastian is no longer impressed with this. I'm going to, is there any dim light in this tavern?
There is none.
Where are the lights in this tavern?
There are light sources that are placed hanging from the ceiling every 10 feet.
Every 10 feet. Oh, that's a lot.
That's a lot of light.
Yeah, it's excessive in lumen. Yeah.
Shadow Sorcerer can't do much when I'm in the light. Okay.
We're meant to be in dark spaces.
Use your floorboard mist. I'm sorry. It's funny. It's funny that they all did that. Go through the floorboards. Just fight down.
All right.
Make a hole.
You know what? I asked for it.
Uh-oh.
I was trying to get out of this without having to murder them. I was just going to trap them all and teleport away. But I'm going to summon my Hound of Ill Omen.
Okay.
On the monk.
Well, your hunter's mark, so even if you got away, they can still track you.
True.
Okay.
So after I try to cast the Wall of Force and the gold dragon waves it away, I let out a sigh and I kind of hold my hand over to one side and almost like tear open reality into the abyss, and Reaper leaps out and jumps at the monk, attacking him. Oh, only getting a 6 to hit.
Get him, Reaper.
Get him, Reaper.
Unfortunately, Reaper does not land a hit.
Well, you know, I thought I was going to be cool in this situation, but that's my turn, and I accomplished nothing and did nothing, and I'm going to die. So there we go.
Finally, Anton charges at Reaper, kicks the dog.
My dog!
And he
He's gonna
just
die for
bounds
sure.
past Reaper and goes right for you, Sebastian.
That's this guy?
Yeah, he makes 2 attacks with his sword, getting a 27 to hit, and the other one is definitely not going to hit. And so that is going to be 19 slashing damage.
Okay.
And as he cries forward with the blade and says, "Creature of shadow, you defile this holy city."
Yeah.
And he says, "The Silver Order might not be brave enough to take you down here, but we're not bound by their rules." And finally, Goldtooth.
Oh boy.
Goldtooth is going to, well, seeing you there, we're gonna pull out the big guns, I think, and go for a lovely little spell that that 2 dudes made in our latest book. And Goldtooth is going to cast Last Rites on you.
What level spell is that?
It's a 4th level spell.
I'm going to counterspell it.
Okay.
That's
So I do the same thing. He goes to cast a spell. I hold out my staff and like absorb it into the staff.
Okay. We go to the top of the round as Paluto and Veo appear here.
now this could help if we know if this is how does the seeming spell work? Like, so it says that it's non-concentration, but he can dismiss it. If he dismisses it, would we say it dismisses for everyone? Only because, like, if we lost seeming, like Jill was saying, we'd probably be like, oh crap, and run. But if we are still seeming, I feel like I'm gonna saunter. Like I'm just casually walking through Lumen. I feel like it would, if seeming goes down, I'm booking it.
Okay.
But if seeming doesn't go down, I'm probably not in a rush.
If Sebastian dismisses it, it's gone for everybody. Yeah.
So I feel like if it goes down, we like look at each other.
You know what? I dismissed it.
Yeah.
And we're like,
Because that's like a warning.
It is technically an action to dismiss it, but I'm gonna allow this. So yeah. So you feel the image go down.
and we're standing in. Oh, I'm old man.
Yeah, and it's with that you start hearing the clash of steel, and the arrows coming from the tipsy flame keeper. So with that, it's as you come around the bend, right? The two of you just catch the glimpse of the open door. Where Wisteria, the ranger, is standing, and there's you see her ears just kind of flicker for a moment. She turns around, and she says, "His friends are here," and the and and with that you hear Anton, Sebastian. You see Anton's eyes go wide. And he says, "They're here. Jackson?" And she nods. "He's here." He's like, "We must retrieve Ignatius!"
Oh, hey.
And so with that, the ranger, she is going to turn her attention away from Sebastian. And stepping forward, she
outside?
Yeah, she steps outside, and as she does so, she is going to in a flash of smoke and sand, she bamfs up onto the roof. Ooh. Yeah, and I think that she's actually gonna she's gonna start this ranger battle off properly by shooting Veo. Getting a 20, a 14, and a 22.
I have 5 shields in my ring, so I'm going to use one of those. And so the 22 hits.
Okay, so she is sharpshooting on that, but I don't have Hunter's Mark for that, so that is still going to be 22 damage. And with that, we go to Rohan, the monk, who is going to press the attack on Sebastian.
Uh-oh.
And attack you 4 times.
You can try.
He gets 23, 23, 12, and a natural 1.
Well, shield.
No, you cannot, because you counterspelled.
Well.
Yeah, I was gonna say, yeah,
two of those hit.
You wave your hand, and he.
Yeah, I go to put up the shield, and he just punches me in the face, and I'm like, why isn't it working?
Okay, so it's gonna be, each hit is 13 bludgeoning damage.
13.
Plus 18 psychic damage.
Both of them?
Yeah.
Oh god.
And I need 2 Constitution saving throws.
Both hits were 13 plus 18.
Yes.
Oh god.
2 Constitution saving throws? That's going to be a 27 and a 17.
Okay, you are not stunned.
Oh.
I mean,
yeah.
Doesn't really matter. I'm not doing too great.
With that, Veo, it is your turn.
Broke my nose.
Oh, my beautiful face.
No.
How tall are these buildings?
They're about 2-story. Like they're 2-floor buildings, right? So 1, 2, so 30 feet basically.
So I can Misty Step up there.
Yes.
Okay. I'm gonna Misty Step up
Yeah,
to
yeah, yeah.
the roof.
Which roof?
Same roof, but on this side.
Okay.
And I say, there can be only one sharpshooter in this town, and I take aim at her. Let me just Misty Step. Okay, and shoot. And is this considered my first?
No, this is not the first round of combat, so Dread
This
Ambusher
is at
wouldn't
the start
apply.
of your first turn of each combat. Or no?
Ooh.
Sure, I'll give it to you. I'll give it to you. Yeah.
Okay. 13.
Okay.
17.
Okay.
23.
The first two shots sail wide, but the second shot catches her in the shoulder.
Nice.
Okay. 24 damage.
She grits her teeth and prepares to knock another arrow in her bow.
Does she have to concentrate on Hunter's Mark?
She does, but she succeeds.
I think that's
All right, and with that, we go to Paluto.
I'm going to dip, dash, dive, and dodge.
Okay.
Boom. I can make it probably to the doorway,
Okay.
but I want to try something. I want a bonus action. Throw my spear
Okay.
at. So there's a monk.
There's a monk, a ranger, a sorcerer, and a fighter.
I'm gonna throw my spear at. Oh, jeez. This isn't gonna do anything, is it?
Pluto, you've come to save me. Do something.
No, I have to. Okay, I'm going to action surge,
Okay.
and I'm gonna. So I've dashed.
You have your bonus action, and if you action surge, an action remaining.
I'm gonna throw my spear at the fighter,
Okay.
and I'm using quick toss,
Okay.
and so just throw it, and I get a 22.
As the spear raises up, he flies up his own shield and deflects the shot.
No! And that's... And I go, and I call back and I, come and get me! Sebastian, we're here to rescue you.
My nose!
And, yeah, that's my turn.
Okay. Sebastian, it is your turn.
Thunderstep.
That's it.
Crash.
I
2 con saves. The monk fails, but the fighter succeeds.
How far can I go with Thunderstep? That's
90.
yeah,
To there?
behind Pluto. So after immediately getting punched in the face, I just kind of go and then and just disappear, reappear as soon as I see Pluto. I just reappear behind him. And,
I need the damage on Thunderstep.
and that's going to be 3d10. 23 damage.
Okay. Nice. They're all a little... Everyone's a little wounded except for the sorcerer. Anything else, Sebastian?
No, that's good. I'll.
I feel so rusty.
I know.
I feel so rusty.
Alrighty.
I'll move and like kind of press myself up against the wall next to Pluto, and I turn to him and I'm like, "Oh, it's good to see you."
Who did you piss off?
Nobody. I walked in and they just got really mad. I didn't do anything this time.
I'll ask them. I want to hear their side of the story.
Okay. The fighter.
Oh wait, I have my dog.
Yeah, your dog.
Okay, yeah, Reaper. Which means he would have had disadvantage on his saving throw, but he failed anyway, right?
Mm-hmm.
Alright, so Reaper's going to attack him as well. Oh man, getting a 6 again. Not doing too well.
Alrighty. Sorry about that, bud. Okay. The fighter.
Grrr.
He's gonna dash up to Paluto, and then he's gonna action search.
Uh-oh. Hello.
And with his attacks... Oh, wow. He gets a 25, a 27, and a 12.
25, 27, solid hits.
Okay. With the two hits, both of them are for 15 damage each.
Hey.
And as he does so, he does a Battle Master maneuver.
Hey!
And the first maneuver that he does, I need a strength saving throw.
Oh, this is my bread and butter, as I get a 27.
All right. He fails, but he does another maneuver, and I need another strength saving throw.
21.
Okay. You succeed against both disarming attacks.
Oh, I appreciate that. That's what I was trying to do to him.
Okay.
Same book. Same book. I like it. You read The Art of War by my dad.
He nods.
And I secretly, while no one's watching, I give him a little fist bump. We like.
Alrighty. Well, in that case, interesting situation. Okay. Let's try this play.
I feel like I'm shaking off a bunch of rust right
I know.
now.
Yeah, same.
Cobwebs.
Okay.
Haven't played these characters in a while. I'm like reading over my abilities. I'm like, what does the Hound of Ill Omen even do again? I had to remember. I summoned him and was like, why are you here?
What do you bring to the table?
The sorcerer starts casting a spell.
Uh-oh.
Unfortunately, Sebastian, you will not be able to counterspell him.
No, I'm hiding.
You are out of line of sight.
Sorry. I had to get
He's
out.
going to cast Twin Spell Telekinesis,
Hey.
targeting Paluto and Ignatius.
Hey.
So Paluto, first we need a opposed strength check.
Oh, okay. And it's just strength check.
Just strength check.
My +5.
Yeah.
Uh-oh. I got a 7.
Okay. I get a 20.
So he grabs me.
Can I reaction silvery barbs on
No, because you do not have line of sight.
And this is not a saving throw,
Yeah.
so I don't get Indomitable.
Yeah.
So I'm still fist bumping the fighter, and
I think you're also out of range for silvery barbs too. But I'll double check.
that?
And I get
60
held.
feet, but it's okay.
Yeah. Because
It's just, I think.
yeah. Because each of these buildings is 60 feet?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So you are telekinetically restrained.
Hey.
Okay. And so I need a I'm going to try to pull Ignatius out of your hands
Hey.
with telekinesis.
You let go. You let
And because
go.
you're restrained, you have disadvantage on your check.
Oh, he's tricky. He's tricky. I like it. Ignatius, do something. I've been so kind to you over these years. I get a 9.
I get a 10.
Oh, and
So he telekinetically holds you, pulls Ignatius out of your hand.
And to be fair, I don't think I was even holding Ignatius, so it was just in the scabbard. And
Oh, really? Okay.
So he just goes, shh, and I'm like,
Pulls Ignatius out. And yeah, he's got the sword.
Is he gonna retract? Is he gonna hold it in place, or is he gonna take it back to him? I really like that sword. I don't know if you know this, but I've sort of bonded with that sword.
It's okay, there's a demon sword downstairs.
I'll kill that. I'll kill everyone in Lumen. I'll kill all of you.
Downstairs, like it's in a dungeon. I don't know, man.
It's right below us.
Okay.
Downstairs.
It's okay, there's a new one downstairs. We got swords at home, Pluto.
But not like this one.
I want a new sword. We have swords at home. Swords at home. Okay.
I can't wear my helmet. Someone took my sword. I don't have an identity
so
anymore.
he telekinetically pulls it out of your of your grip, and then he and as he grabs it, Goldtooth turns to Rohan and says, "Rohan, we can handle this. Return the blade to the divine matriarch." And the monk nods. And with that, we go to the end of the turn, the end of the round, and I need you all to roll a d6.
6.
2.
1.
Okay. Vale, give me a perception check.
Perfect.
Ooh, okay.
Perfect timing.
Receive. 15.
Looking up,
Uh-oh.
there's some Griffin Riders up there.
They followed us!
We totally. What? There's been Griffin Riders this whole time?
What you realize is that they're in the area, and looking up, it doesn't look like they have noticed the commotion yet. But if they see any signs of a disturbance in the street, they could get involved.
And they're going to be watching.
They are directly above you.
Yeah.
It seems like they fly along the streets, kind of looking for signs of trouble.
Okay.
Right? Potentially looking for you guys. And all that you can tell is essentially, you've seen them. Mm-hmm. It doesn't seem like they have seen you yet.
Okay.
Yeah. With that, though, we go to Wisteria. And Wisteria is simply going to return fire on you, Veo. Firing 3 times, getting a 17, a 16, and a 14.
The 17.
Okay,
And
so
I
that
will uncanny dodge.
okay. It's a sharpshooter shot, so it's going to be 18 piercing
So
damage.
9. Half.
Yeah.
Half.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then we go to Rohan, who is going to Step of the Wind, as well as Dash. And he is going to run.
So Step of the Wind means he's disengaging?
He's doing the monk thing that lets him dash as a bonus action.
But is he disengaging?
Yes. Yeah, he's going to disengage. Reaper doesn't have anything that stops movement on opportunity attacks, though, does he? I think he's just going to take the opportunity attack from Reaper.
I hope he gets him. Hope he gives him a little nibble.
Can I see what's happening down there?
Come on, Reaper.
You can hear the
7.
shouting.
I got a 7.
But with where your vantage point is
matter.
at, you can see Peludo,
Yeah.
and you can see you saw, like, I would say that you saw Ignatius get pulled out of its scabbard.
Okay.
But what you see from here is Monk runs up.
Hey. And starts booking it. Hey.
Yeah, he grabs Ignatius and starts running.
Hey. It's my sword, man. You stole my sword. Ignatius.
And with that, we go to Veo.
I am going to ignore the ranger on the top of the building, I am going to run, dash as my bonus action, jump off the side of the building, and cast Featherfall with my reaction.
Okay.
I'm going to see how far I can get.
Whoa!
How far can you move? You're dashing.
I'm dashing, so 60 feet.
As a bonus, dashing is a bonus action because you have cunning action.
Well, I can't move that far because it's like 30 feet up, right?
Here's the 30. Ugh.
Does falling count as
No.
movement?
No, I'm not going to count that
Oh,
against your movement. No.
So that's 60 feet there.
Yeah, okay.
And how?
Each of the city blocks is 20 feet. Like each of these pieces is 20 feet.
What's your move? How far?
60 with
60.
dash. Yeah, that's pretty
Yeah.
good.
And how far away is he from me?
That looks like 40, 50 feet.
I'm gonna try it. I'm gonna try casting Hold Person on him.
Okay. It's a wisdom saving throw.
Yeah, I don't know if that's a good idea with a monk, but let's try.
All right. What's the DC?
13. It's not very high.
I rolled a 13 on the die.
Darn it! Okay.
Oh, good try, Vale.
I tried.
Yeah.
Good effort. Good effort.
Sorry, Veo.
It's okay.
Yeah. Yeah. As you race forward, you try to grasp Rowan in his in your hold person spell, but the monk's will just brushes it right off as he begins wrapping the blade Ignatius in cloth, and you can hear him already uttering a prayer in reverence to the sword, like cradling it like a sacred relic as he carries it.
Okay.
With that, we come to Pluto.
I'm gonna dimension door
Okay.
after my sword. My sword!
Okay.
I don't care how many people think it's their sword. Relic this and Zealot that. And I dimension door right up to the monk.
Bamf!
And I get kind of in front of him. Because restraint doesn't stop me from doing that, right?
No, it doesn't. I don't know if it technically breaks. You're restrained in a telekinetic grip.
Am I outside the range of telekinesis now?
Yes, you are. So I'm gonna say that you are freed from the telekinetic
So I can,
grip.
I sort of get out of it that
Yeah.
way?
Yeah.
Cheated it. And then I'm going to action surge.
Okay.
And I'm going to stab him with my spear.
There's two
Okay.
action searches now.
No, I didn't use it last time.
Oh,
He
right,
didn't use it
right.
I
last
let
turn.
you.
Yeah.
I let you suffer.
Oh, thanks. Yeah, got it.
Getting an 18 to hit,
That's a hit.
and then I want him to make a strength saving throw.
He gets a 16.
And I pick up Ignatius. casting disarming strike. I go. And can I try to pick up Ignatius?
Yeah, you can pick up Ignatius.
And I pick up Ignatius, and I go, no, and I Ignatius, and I light Ignatius on fire and bring it down on the.
How much damage did the attack do?
I didn't even. I counted it as meaningless. 12 plus 18 damage.
Okay.
Did he survive?
He did survive that. Yeah.
Well, survive this. I got a 21 to hit.
That's a hit.
24 damage.
Alrighty. Ow.
And one more hit. Oh, did I? Does a. And 19 hits, right?
Yes,
Yeah,
it does.
so, okay.
Yeah.
And don't you take other people's weapons. And 27 damage.
Okay. Moving right along. So the shocked monk is shocked as you appear before him, slam the blade out of his hands, pick it up, and stab him with it twice. You're a very dangerous person. He's
Probably why I shouldn't have the blade.
he's
I think
very
this is like a
bloodied.
very
He's
good argument
very bloodied, but
for me not
yeah,
using it. But
he's extremely wounded. With that, we go to Sebastian.
Well, my hound is after him, so I'm just gonna move. Can I move my hound first, or does it?
Yeah.
Yeah. Reaper, as soon as the monk starts running away, Reaper chases him, because that's his sole purpose right now. And so he runs through walls and tables, but because he's dashing, he can't actually bite, but he runs right up to him. I rush over, and sorry to steal your kill, but he's my target, so. I'm going to cast... let's do this with style. I'm going to cast Vortex Warp on him.
Okay.
And because Reaper's next to him...
He has disadvantage.
Disadvantage on his Constitution saving throw.
Okay. I get a 12.
So I turn the corner and I say, "Flame be with you," and I teleport him into one of the braziers. I just pull him out of the air, and he reappears in the fire as I yell, "Flame be with you."
As you're around the corner, just like, by the way, there's Griffin Riders above us.
Don't bother me, Veo. I'm burning people
roll
alive.
3d6.
Sorry?
Roll 3d6 for the damage.
Forgot to mention that.
Oh my god.
Oh, that's... Oh, man. That was a bad roll. That's only 5.
He's still alive.
Oh, and that's probably not the way you want to be.
Yeah, so he's in the bridge. On fire.
They're definitely gonna see us now.
Kelly. Like even a cantrip.
No, that guy made me angry. He broke my nose.
Push you right in the face. That's fair. It's totally fair.
So he gets to burn.
Okay.
Birds first.
Totally.
Break my nose, I immolate you.
Yeah, I had this coming. It's okay.
It's okay.
What style?
Anton basically charges right at you, Sebastian.
Give me your worst, I yell as he...
Yeah, he gets a 17, a 26, and a 15 to hit.
Tie goes to the attacker.
Yes.
Alright.
It's
One
going
of
to be
them hits.
19 slashing damage. And give me a strength save.
A strength save?
Yeah.
Uh-oh. 14.
He knocks you prone. You take an extra.
I'm also, Strength of the Grave kicks in.
Yeah.
So 5 plus the damage taken. What is that? How
Yep.
it was 19 damage.
Yeah. So DC 24. Are you still up or are
Nope.
you down?
I'm down.
All right, Sebastian is down.
How are we gonna rule Wrath's book? Depending on timeline.
Sebastian's no longer in Wrath's book.
Okay.
Yeah.
Is that right?
Yeah.
Yeah, because I...
Yeah. But remember, you have to die to trigger lichness. Okay.
And I scream, "No! You know how much work we did? You know what we did to get him back?"
And as Sebastian goes down, Anton cries out, "For the sacred flame!" And with that, Goldtooth, he is going to rush around.
I guess with me down, Reaper goes home.
He melds into the floorboards.
Yeah, he turns into mist and disappears.
And you're like, what?
Okay.
Why?
Why can't I do that?
Goldtooth, still with telekinesis going, and it's a twin telekinesis. He sees the Sebastian's body there, and also sees Veo, and so he's going to try to grab Veo with telekinesis. I need a strength save.
16.
That's failed. So he telekinetically grabs you and lifts you into the air.
Oh.
And he will also telekinetically grab Sebastian's body and lift Sebastian's body into the air.
I'm just lifted, right?
Yeah, you're both just lifted and you're restrained. So he lifts the two of you into the air with twin telekinesis.
Gosh.
So you're 30 feet in the air.
Darn it.
At least we're together.
Okay. So that was Goldtooth and Anton. And then Wisteria. Wisteria says, they've got the sword back. And so, what Wisteria will do? Are you bloodied, Veo? Okay. Wisteria's gonna shoot you in that case. So she's got advantage on her shots. So that's gonna be a 20, a 22, and a crit.
I'm gonna do another one of those shields on the 20 and
22.
technically the 22 still hits.
Okay.
Better than 3.
With the crit and the hit, it'll be 50 damage total. You still up?
Yep.
Okay.
What, am I bloodied or am I?
Are you bloodied?
I'm bloodied.
Okay, cool. And Rohan is burning in the flames. He takes another 3d6 damage.
I will roll different d6 this time.
Burn.
That'll be 11.
He dies.
Yeah.
He tries to get out of the fire and collapses.
Oh God.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Is he one of the ones we want him to eat or no?
I mean, yeah, if you could just give me his soul.
I'm trying to feed the monk into your body.
Okay.
God.
With that, Veo, it is your turn.
Okay, I'm gonna go for the ranger since we're back and forth. As my bonus action, I am going to cast Zephyr Strike.
Okay. You are restrained, so you will have disadvantage on your shots.
Does that give me regular?
Yeah.
Sweet, on
Yeah.
one of them at least.
Yeah.
That's what I was going for, at least. Okay, so 22 to hit
Nice hit.
on one, and then disadvantage on the other one, which is, oh, that's a natural 1 on that one. Oh, you're going out. So that is 34.
Oh, she is very bloodied by that shot. Ow.
Ouch. Okay,
Anything else? Do you got more? That was all your shots, yeah?
that was all my shots.
Okay.
It's just 2.
And you bonus action, and you're restrained. Okay. And the I need a roll of a d6 from everybody.
6.
5.
3.
Seems like the Silver Order hasn't noticed you yet.
And the screams were quiet.
Despite the you're lucky this time.
He's a quiet scream.
They just thought he was
okay.
really into the flame.
He's super in the flame.
Yes.
Loves it. Loves the flame.
Big fan.
Pluto, as it comes up to your turn, Anton says, "Noble Prince of Caspia, though you are an enemy to the sacred flame, and as a blasphemer you wield our sacred sword, I urge you, seek compassion for your friends above. You have already slain one of my closest friends, and I will not hesitate to visit the same fate upon yours that we have captive. Stand down and surrender the blade, and we may let you all beg for the mercy of the divine matriarch."
I have touched the heart of Delirium. I'm crazy. If you don't let my friends go now, I will kill all of you, just like the one that we lit on fire, and my undead friend will devour your souls, and you will not see the eternal flame. You will see darkness for the rest of your life.
Yeah, that's right.
Okay, it's your turn.
Yeah. I'm like, don't give in, we're fine.
Ah!
And
That's me dying.
He can't really die, so.
yeah, we can't even kill him. Dude, there's a lot of magic going
I
on.
wonder what my mom's gonna think when, like, 3 days after she helps me gets resurrected, I just, like, appear next to her and she's like, "Come on."
This was supposed to be like a parachute. You're like, I'm testing it.
I know we didn't set the bar high. I just didn't realize it was that low.
I trust Veo, so I'm going to throw my javelin at Goldtooth.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Thread the needle. I get a 28.
That's a hit.
And I'm gonna cast, or no, I'm gonna make him make a strength saving throw. Because he's got like a staff or something.
Natural 20.
He doesn't care. He doesn't care that I did that thing. But my hope is he takes 12 damage.
Okay.
Does he drop them?
He gets a 15 on his concentration check.
Okay, this time I recall the javelin. I throw it again, and I'm going to use the lightning ability of the javelin.
Okay.
So I throw it back at him. I get a so close. I get a 29 to hit.
It is a hit.
And he needs to make a DC 13 Dex save.
Another natural 20.
Bummer. Okay, he's gonna take.
I guess I've done my
dice.
already.
So 13 halved.
Okay.
Plus the 12 damage.
Okay. Yep. Great. So he's still standing, but I do need to make another con save. It was how much damage?
It was a 12 on its own, and then a 13 halved.
Okay, so I succeed again. Got another quick toss in you, don't you?
I mean, I have one more throw, so I'm just gonna throw it again. Throw it.
Pluto.
Another 29 to hit.
Okay.
I like you're disappointed.
9 damage. I keep getting 19s.
I know.
Crit.
Okay. Concentration check. 18 on the die.
And then a 28 to hit.
Okay.
And this is the quick toss.
Okay.
And
Give me the
it's
damage.
The this one's gonna be the big one. Don't let it.
How much
10.
damage? 10 damage. Okay. He is bloodied.
I'm just throwing this javelin over and over again at him.
Succeeds the concentration check again. It just as the javelin is like it's just bouncing right off him. He's like, and you hear like he's holding onto the grip, and it's like, I won't let go. I won't let go.
I will make you a human a dragon pincushion at the end of this.
Okay.
It's important.
With that, Sebastian, it's your turn. Death saving throw, buddy.
Do it.
15.
Okay.
Yay, we're working our way to being alive.
Alrighty. Where's Veo? Oh yeah, up in the air. Anton then is going to be like, if you ask for death, I am happy to oblige you, Prince of Caspia. And he charges towards you, Pluto. I think he's only going to get one hit in.
Just hanging out.
Yeah, I'm sitting at a 20.
So it's going to be 12 damage as he comes in and begins the duel with you. His blade crashing against Ignatius. Goldtooth.
I'm not even awake to see how cool you look right now.
I'll tell you later.
Cool.
Goldtooth is going to continue maintaining the telekinetic grip. But what Goldtooth will do...
Hey. Nuts.
Is he telekinetically holds, but then slips inside the building?
I imagine it's like if he's running with a kite and it's slowly following behind him.
I'm like there, like unconscious, just like floating like a kite.
like a long balloon on the string, just like bobbing and weaving.
Yeah. All right. Wisteria's going to shoot Veo.
Oh no.
Getting a 15 to hit.
Nope.
14 to hit.
Nope.
That's it. Okay, so she misses despite having the shot lined up perfectly for her.
I fly by her. We're just like
It's just basically like as you're getting telekinetically pulled, you just kind of bob like a kite.
Oh, it didn't account for the bobbing.
Yeah. Rohan is very dead. His corpse smoldering in the street. So we go to Veo.
Can I use steady aim while I'm floating in the air? Because I'm not moving.
Sure.
Okay. Use steady aim to make it
Yeah.
a regular shot against Wisteria.
Okay.
25 to hit.
Yeah.
And then with disadvantage, 20...
20 something with disadvantage.
11 plus 10.
Okay, both
21.
hit.
21, yeah.
Oh wow. Okay. she should have gone for cover.
22 damage. And the second is 26 damage.
As she takes the first shot, once again to the side, she winces and looks like she's gonna try to like go for cover herself. And as she turns to dive for cover, the second shot goes right through her neck. And she spins, falls off the building, and lands on the ground with a wet smack.
Sorry, you're really good at what you do, but I'm better.
She didn't even hear that line. She's dead, Vale.
As you say,
As I'm dying. I'm like, nice line.
yeah, she tried. Just give her a round of applause, everyone. Thank you.
Anton cries, notice that and goes, Wisteria, no! And Goldtooth can't see what's happening, but he hears the screaming. So Pluto, it is your turn.
Come out, Goldtooth.
Okay, let me just see.
Also, those bystanders have definitely run away.
I was gonna say, yeah, that's probably this guy with the. We're gonna go home now, Ruffin.
Yeah, we don't want to be involved in this.
Some man burning in a pyre.
Okay, I'm gonna just continue my battle with Anton.
Yeah.
Okay, I get a 28 to hit, and I want him to make a strength saving throw.
18 on the die.
Then he's fine. He's totally fine with it. 23 damage.
Okay. Ow.
20 to hit.
Uh-huh.
Oh, okay.
Oh, wait, he can parry that.
Okay.
Yeah, he parries that one.
Doesn't care. And another 20.
The parry only works against one attack.
Okay.
Yep.
And 32 damage.
Oh, ow. He's bloodied.
And I'm gonna knock him. I'm gonna try to knock him prone.
I think you might succeed.
Just real quick.
I get an 8.
I got an 11.
Okay, you knock him down. Oof.
I forget what my how the shield master.
Bonus action.
Yeah, I was just wondering, like, is it just like my strength versus his?
Yeah.
Same idea.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. So I knock him down and I stand over him and I just say, "Stand down."
Roll intimidation.
And this is where I'm going to use a superiority die and use my commanding presence. And I get at 19.
He releases the grip on his blade and says, I yield.
And I stand back.
Okay.
I stand back from him, from standing over top of him.
Goldtooth, let them go. Sebastian, we'll have you roll one more death save.
That's a failure.
Okay. Goldtooth comes out from the building, releases Veo and Sebastian from the telekinetic grip, and he stops for a moment, and he says, I must tend to our friends.
And me ours.
What?
And me
That
our.
was a sentence.
Yeah.
Me. And I do the same thing you're doing for your friends, I do for mine.
Goldtooth rushes over to the bodies of Wisteria and Rohan and casts Revivify on both of them.
Oh, my souls.
We'll get more.
Yeah, like basically him and Anton gather the two of them together, and he twin spells maybe you can't technically twin revivify, but yeah, he twins revivify on
cool.
on his two friends, and
do you do the
being
same
a
on
divine
her?
soul sorcerer, so brings them both back to 1 hit point, and the
I clumsily feed you a potion.
and Anton says, as the battered group walk off, they say, "This isn't over. We know you're up to something. It's just a matter of time." As they slink away.
You remember how close Ignatius was to your throat the next time you try to pray to it.
And the Wisteria and Anton's still got like the burns on his body. Rohan still has the burns on his body. Wisteria is like holding onto the arrow that went through her neck.
As I'm coming to, I see the burnt monk walking by, and I'm just like, "Hey, sick burn, man."
You taunt him.
Yeah, even though I'm like on the ground, like kind of bloody, I'm like with my bleeding nose, and I'm just like, "Nice burns."
And
Sit there and eat your health potion.
with Anton's words, "This isn't over," in your mind as your two groups part ways. What do you do?
Oh, that guy dislocated my jaw.
What?
There's some Griffin Riders up, so we should probably
Yeah,
go inside.
we should find some.
Well, I think this tavern is pretty empty. You guys want to go hang out in there?
I need a drink.
Yeah.
I
Put,
walk in.
an
Is there
arm
like
over
is-
your shoulder, and we bring you in.
there's no bartender or anything anymore in here?
No.
I just go behind the bar and I start like pouring us all mugs of ale.
Milk, please. Thank you.
Yeah. I'll drink hers.
2 mugs of ale for Pluto, 1 for me, milk for Vale.
Sebastian, what happened?
Okay.
We were 1 minute I'm Old Man Grimsby, spreading the great word of Pluto Jackson and Sebastian Crow and Veo Senya. And the next, you're fighting for your life against who? What did you do?
I have good news and bad news involving this story. Which would you like first?
Bad.
Good.
The good news is I think the impact in Lumen is working.
Oh. That's good.
Yep.
As for the bad part of the story, I have no idea what I did. And I mean that. Like, usually I am somewhat aware that I am being a miserable monster and causing stuff.
Mm-hmm.
I went into this bar. There was a bunch of people in here. They were kind of weird. I was having a conversation with them, and these 4 kicked down the door and shot me.
Who were you having a conversation with? Where'd they go?
Yeah.
I kind of point at the floor and like kind of pick up some dust. I'm like, I think this is the guy.
Oh my god.
What did you do to them?
You killed all of their friends.
I know you said they were kind of weird, but what?
Okay, they were like weird, like fangs drink blood, red eyes, sort of weird. Vampires. I'm getting like vampires.
I thought you were just judging someone based on their eye color. I was like, you really changed, Sebastian.
No. They were cool.
Okay.
They were cool vampires, and
They were cool?
yeah, they want to help us. They don't. I mean, listen. What's our goal here in Lumen?
Just to stir up some trouble?
Yeah, guess who's a pretty good source of trouble? Vampires.
They're a pretty good source of murder.
Yeah, well, we just murdered 2 people.
Self-defense.
They shot me for no reason. If
They
we find them again, I'm eating their souls. They've made my naughty list.
But they shot us first. The difference is we didn't go after them.
The vampires told me a place to go that could be of assistance to us, a safe place for us to be, where we could maybe get some guidance on how to stir up things here in Lumen.
I think if that's it, we should go there now, because Vero's right. There's Griffin Riders. Someone's going to come by here and see this nonsense.
Yeah, I was hoping that we would leave like a burnt corpse in the streets as kind of like oh man, things are good. But like they just walked away. People are going to come back and be like, what happened here? Nothing, apparently. I'm sure some people saw it. There was a guy with a dog that ran away.
There are some witnesses, yeah.
I say we head to the cathedral.
And we should head there fast.
Mr. Saturday, his name was.
Such a fake name.
All right, Pluto Jackson.
Yeah, great Caspian warrior.
Leave Mr. Saturday alone, all right?
Do you even know anything about this guy?
He's a vampire, and he said he wants to help me, and he sounded really evil.
And you're trusting
You
him?
fall for
No.
all of these, like...
You
there's
guys-
so many times when
How do
you
we
just
know where
fall
we're
for...
going?
You guys
See.
don't get it. Am I trusting him? No, of course I'm not trusting him. I'm falling for what? He's a vampire.
You came into a room, all the people disappeared, and then you got ambushed.
Yeah,
do you
so
not-
who are the bad people in this situation?
All of them.
The ones who
All of them.
kicked in the door and shot me, I was still in disguise. They kicked open the door and they saw Jeremiah Dandy Fiddle and they shot him. Like, I was a rope manufacturer
I just think that...
from Dregden's Ferry. I have a rope company. My son wants to be in the rope manufacturing business just like me when he grows up.
Sebastian.
You've been in...
You don't have a
Yeah,
rope factory?
you've been in seeming too long. Come back. Come back.
Sorry, Jeremiah got real there.
All I'm saying is that this person, from my understanding, doesn't fully feel above board. Number one, just being a vampire, okay? You're like the first
Okay,
guy
well
dead that I
that's
trust.
that's
If I had my
harsh.
helm on, he would be lighting on fire. Like
Yeah, so am I.
yeah. So like, you just gotta understand where I'm coming from. Number two is that they all escaped when those people.
So what
showed
is
up.
it about vampires that you think is bad? Is it that they're undead? I just want to be clear on that. Is it that they're undead?
No, it's the part that they want to drink my blood and life essence.
Oh, so souls and eating life essence frowned upon. You're not a fan. You think they're evil because of that. No. Go ahead. What makes the vampires instantly evil,
It's
Pluto?
not about them necessarily being vampires. It's about the fact that there was a room full of them.
Yeah.
You got ambushed.
Yeah, they were
Someone
here to
knew-
kill the vampires
Someone
too.
knew exactly where you were, and then they all got
You know,
away.
Pluto, I don't even know if they knew where I was. I think they were coming here because this was a vampire bar.
All I'm saying is that, look, we're gonna go, but just be on your guard.
Like-
okay?
like,
let's
I-
not just trust
you
Mr.
know-
Saturday.
Well,
I have a theory that I need to prove. I look under the bar. Is there blood? Are there blood to serve here at this bar? Is there serving blood?
Give me an investigation check.
We're going through the basement. Let's go to the basement.
15.
There's a lot of red wine that might be somewhat questionable. Like, mixed in with the wine and the other drinks are a couple bottles that you're like, that's not wine.
I'm like trying all the red wine. Is some of it definitely blood?
You try a bottle and like you've been on this whole thing of like, you know, things don't taste as good as they used to. And then you taste a bottle of wine, it's like, wow, this is amazing! And then you realize it's the bottle of blood.
I put that one in my bag of holding. Yeah, okay, so this was definitely a vampire den. So I think they were just shooting me because, hey, I'm a dude hanging out in a vampire den.
Wait. They knew who Pluto was when we showed up. They said, your friends are here.
Okay, again, that means that our plan is working.
Rumors travel fast. A figure stands in the door,
Uh-oh.
clad in a red jacket and hat.
Oh.
Her arms crossed.
I have
The
not
right
had a
here to her
long
side.
rest.
Rumors travel very fast, especially when you spread them as clumsily as the three of you have been.
You mean as if the goal was to spread them fast, then I think we're doing a pretty great job considering you're here.
Intentionally, yeah.
On that point, forgive my Illyrian, but what in all the blazes of the flame are you actually doing here?
Right.
Wait, don't tell her anything. We don't have to tell you anything.
We don't have to tell you anything.
Yeah, you're not our boss anymore. Or were, ever.
She just
Got her. We got her.
She just rolls her hands against
Nice.
her temple and says,
we gotta stop falling for the tell me what you're doing here thing. Because she gets us so much with that.
Yeah. But if she asks me a few more times, I might have to tell
Yeah,
her.
I know. Yeah. You probably give in.
you do realize that your mere presence here is going to rile the Illyrians up into an absolute frenzy and could spark a war.
Wait till they find out who sent me. Then they'll be then there'll really be trouble.
Yeah, you're our boss. You told us.
No. She's not our boss.
Oh, you're not our boss?
No. Why would you think she's our boss?
You're going to tell the Illyrians that I sent you?
No, that would be ridiculous. That's a lie. We're going to tell them the flat-out truth. The Directorate sent us.
Give me a deception check.
I'm going to use my, what is it? Hold on. It's an ability, sorceress? No. Magical guidance. I'm going to spend a sorcery point and I'm going to reroll that. That's a little better. Deception, that's going to be an 18.
She narrows her eyes and looks over at Paluto and says, "What does your little sword say about that?"
He's busy hugging me.
Give me a charisma saving throw.
He's busy. Oh, I got a 1.
You draw Ignatius, and the zone of truth is projected out. Now, Sebastian, tell me again why you're here in Lumen.
Yeah, Sebastian, tell her. Under the zone of truth.
I vortex warp Pluto outside. And then I mage hand close the doors to the tavern.
I thought you could lie to anyone, even in front of Ignatius.
Yeah, you're.
I mean,
I go. Thunk. I was trying to set you up so well, and you launched me in the other.
Whatever.
I say this
It's
out
too
loud.
late
Like,
now.
I mean, no.
How
Zone of truth.
rude. My, oh my. So there is something that you'd like to keep from me. I'm impressed. I didn't think we had any secrets between such friends as us.
Kat, we're not friends. I've seen things. I've done things. You're not needed here anymore.
You wound me.
Oh, you're one to talk.
I
Listen.
clumsily come back in. I now enter the room, and I'm kind of bummed out.
With Ignatius back up. Welcome back. You can keep the sword drawn. I'm not afraid.
All right, Kat, what do you want to know?
Why are you here?
I told you. I gave you an answer.
You are under the zone of truth, though, now.
I did give her an answer.
Did you give me a truthful answer?
Why wouldn't you believe me?
Ah, wow, you have improved. Well, simply put, we've danced this dance before. You're here to cause... No matter what you're doing something to get my attention, and you've got it. So what do you want?
I want you to steal the crown of Illyria.
Are you serious?
Yeah. The way I see it, Kat, Illyria is your biggest enemy. What do you want more than anything? You want the throne. How do you get the throne? Well, the Edicts of Lumen are going to stop you, but if we turn the tides of this war against Illyria, well then, we can rewrite the Edicts of Lumen. Anybody could sit on the throne. I'm under the zone of truth, so, you know.
Sebastian, let me ask you a question.
Go ahead. I'll decide if I want to answer.
How many lives do you think I am willing to spend?
Honestly, Kat, from the time getting to know you, I think it's countless how many lives you're willing to spend. I don't think you care about other people. I don't even know if you really care about yourself. I haven't really been able to decide what you care about except for power, greed. You throw people's lives away for your own gain all the time. I won't lie, I've done it in the past too. But you and I aren't that different. But we are different enough.
Has it occurred to you that spending a life, every life, is a resource?
Mm-hmm.
And every transaction runs up a bill. And eventually that bill has to be paid by somebody.
You're talking to me about the owing of lives? Trust me, you don't know where I've been, but I know.
I had a sense of it.
Do you know what I did while I was down there, Kat?
Tell me.
Well, since we're all under the zone of truth. Well, you've been meandering about up here, not doing anything about this. I went and have made a lot of headway on getting Mouse back. Unfortunately, you couldn't. You haven't been able to, and you wouldn't have been able to do it without me.
What?
So, yeah. It's a shame that you haven't been able to make any headway in that department. At least one of us seems to care.
What did you do to Mouse?
I released her soul from the grasp of the demon that held it.
And where is she now?
She's still there. But we can get her back now. Without having to fight a demon lord about it.
And you haven't done this already. Why?
I'm working on it. I don't have an easy access to that plane yet. I have a method to get there. I just need to make it happen.
He also just got back.
Yeah,
also,
just
we didn't
got
know
back.
this. We didn't know this stuff.
Is she alive?
I mean, in what way? Her soul is still in existence in a plane. It's there, it's free of its captivity. Just needs to be brought back here.
You can see her, like, behind her mask, you can see, like, clearly gears are turning in her head.
Yeah. So, what have you been doing?
You don't have a plan for how you're going to do this?
No, I do. I know exactly how I'm going to do it. Whether or not I want to share it with you, that's up to you, Kat.
What makes you think that Mouse is even going to want to talk to you when you bring her back?
I don't care if she wants to talk to me or not. I'm not doing this so that she forgives me. I'm not doing this because I think that she's going to be like, oh, thank you so much, Sebastian. Now we're best friends. No, I know what I did. I'm bringing her back for you. Kat?
For me.
I made a mistake. And you've held it over me in ways that no normal person would. You've used that as an anchor for your spite against me.
So after all this time, after all we've been through, how do your friends feel hearing that?
You're doing it for her?
Who else would I be doing it for?
For Mouse.
But yeah,
You
for
owe it
Mouse.
to Mouse.
I do owe it to Mouse.
You don't owe her anything.
But Mouse isn't going to care about my actions. She's not going to deem that as anything good.
But it doesn't matter. She can at least choose to move on with her life.
Well, yes, I am doing it for Mouse, and I'm doing it for Kat. I'm not doing it
He
for
has
me.
to. Think of all the people that he's killed. Think of all the people that he has sent to hell.
Why are you trying to manipulate this situation? That's
The
all
only
you ever
reason
do.
why, it's the one little pang of guilt left on his blackened soul. And as soon as he thinks that he's done one thing right, do you think he'll hold back after that? His conscience cleared of the one thing that makes him feel guilt? Not in the least.
She's trying to turn this situation around. Don't
You
listen to her.
two have created a monster in Sebastian Crow.
There's only one monster here, Kat.
I think the next time you are under the full moon, you should ask yourself that question a little bit more carefully.
At least he had to go to hell and back to become what he is now. And he fights against it every day. You, on the other hand, you've stayed here and you become a monster all on your own.
I think that if you think that the type of monster I've become is in any way the same as the type of monster he will be one day, well, I can only say I hope we both live long enough for you to eat those words, because they will be very delicious when they ripen.
Look, you don't owe her anything. Stop doing stuff for her. You don't do it for her. You do it for yourself you do it for Mouse. Okay? She already... saying you do it for her is just giving her more... You're giving her more. You're giving her more control. Don't.
Just because she benefits from it doesn't mean it's for her.
Yeah. She might like it, but you're not doing it for her.
In any case, it might be convenient that we're here. I wonder if we might be able to turn the thumbscrews on the Divine Matriarch. Maybe get her help. If there is anyone that could bring my sister back, it would be her. I'm going to keep an eye on you while you're here.
Good. Wait till you see what we do.
I'm looking forward to it.
It should be quite the show.
With that, she vanishes.
There's always a lot of tension with you and her.
She has no idea.
I feel like I don't have any idea.
Yeah, I have zero idea. You said you have a plan set, and you haven't shared that plan with us, but I'm assuming it's a good plan, and we'll go along, and you'll tell us when you need to.
Please?
Yeah?
Guys, there's no plan. No, okay, wait, there is. We still have...
Wait, don't say it out loud, because she's listening.
Mm-hmm.
She's probably just invisible.
We need to go to this cathedral. This safe place. Yes, the vampires told me about it. You know what?
Look, all I'm saying is, just be... Like, if he hands you another bottle of wine and goes, just drink this, just give it a sniff or something. I don't know, like, just... Don't just, like, just because you're both undead, you know?
Yeah.
I don't just trust Caspians, because they're Caspians.
Oh.
like that's like for sure rule number one. Don't just trust people because
Listen, I saw that fist bump, okay?
That was because of
He wasn't a Caspian, that was because...
the murder. Or the attacking, the moves.
Listen.
We call it cool moves. We both had cool moves.
Anytime that
You saw
we're
that?
talking to the Queen of Thieves, just remember that she's going to try to turn us against each other and manipulate us to be upset with each other. I do have a plan. I have several plans, and I'm not ready to share all of my plans with you guys. I know very well where I stand and what I've done. And I know what I have to do.
Look, I'm owning it because we worked really hard to bring you back. And yeah, we gotta own it.
I don't keep any secrets from you.
I'm not keeping secrets. I just don't feel like sharing them now that we just saw the Queen of Thieves walk in.
Oh, yeah. No.
Like, I'll tell. I'm sorry if I haven't divulged all my plans to you.
Speaking of divulging information, you should know that the Queen of Thieves did approach me when you were dead and offered to bring you back if we essentially gave her the crown.
How would she bring me back?
I don't know.
I think she was gonna do something with the crown.
Yeah, but
Wait, she was going to use one of the wishes of the crown to bring me back?
That was her pitch.
that was
So
her-
she does like me.
But at the same time, we were like literally hauling a dragon.
yeah.
So we're like,
We were
it's a
kind
little
of
late.
past it. But just so you know that she.
And you said no.
Well, I said no because we already had a plan. If we didn't have a plan, I would have maybe considered it a little bit, but I didn't want to give up all of Drakkenheim if we already knew what we were doing.
No, Vaya, you did the right thing.
Okay. Woo! I was really stressed that you would be like, why wouldn't you give up the whole world for me as your friend?
No, I don't.
Deal.
You guys did more than enough. Yeah. No, I'm thrilled. Listen,
Okay, good.
the Queen of Thieves, the best case scenario is that if she thinks we are remotely on the same side or after the same goals, that's a benefit. Then we do to her what she does to us every time. We just have to stab her in the back before she stabs us in the back.
And then run away.
Yeah. So
You make more secret plans.
we're going to keep her as close as possible, and I'm hoping that me having headway on the mouse situation actually might prove valuable to her, and she won't want to just outright murder us or exploit us because I'm working on getting mouse back, and she wants that too.
What's your next move?
Let's go to the cathedral.
Okay.
Here's to go.
To the vampires. Good.
Okay.
Vampire Den.
Yep.
As you gather your things and begin to leave the Tipsy Flamekeeper, a small amount of mist begins collecting in the tavern as many of the patrons who had hid away before return to resume their haunt as you make your way towards the Chapel of St. Bartholomew. And that's where we'll end for tonight.
Oh, man.
That was tough going for a while there. Didn't know how that was gonna end.
I didn't know how many paladins we'd have to kill or whatever.
I came back with like new levels, increased AC, a higher charisma. When that fight started, I was like, watch how good I'm gonna be. And then I got obliterated.
I totally forgot I had lucky. Like, I could have luckied any one of those rolls. I just totally blanked.
Shaking off the dust, okay? Shaking off the
Typical
dust.
lucky thing, though. Forgetting you have lucky.
Well, a big thank you, as always, Lil, to our amazing yet rusty cast, Jill, Kelly, and Joe for playing tonight.
And a huge thank you to Kyle for laughing behind the camera and trying to remind us what we're doing. And a big thank you to our Dungeon Master, Monty Martin, for also reminding us what we're doing and reminding us how to play these characters in high-level D&D.
Yeah.
In our game tonight, we use a variety of incredible assets produced by talented artists. They have graciously given us permission to use them in our tabletop games, and we encourage you to go out and support these amazing creators. This wonderful terrain by Dwarven Forge, the miniatures by Hero Forge and WizKids, music by Tabletop Audio, and player character artwork by Elizabeth Perot.
Of course, don't forget to look at the links below for our Teespring store. You can find all of your favorite Dungeon Dudes shirts. Check out bit.ly/Dungeon Dudes merch.
Our videos and live streams are made possible because we have an incredible Patreon community supporting our work. If you enjoy what we do here on YouTube, please consider joining our Patreon by following the links right down below.
We also have a phenomenal Discord community exclusive for our patrons, so you can join our Discord, chat with us about all things D&D, TTRPG, really anything you want. We're in there all the time talking about video games or our pets or whatever. So join us on Discord and come hang out.
We have plenty more amazing content here on YouTube as well, where we have our advice for players and guides for Dungeon Masters, so be sure to check out all of our videos and playlists.
And be sure to tune in on Tuesday evenings when we broadcast the campaign as a premiere on YouTube. That will be at 6 p.m. Eastern Time on our YouTube channel.
Thank you so much for watching, and we will see you next time in Drakkenheim.